It is November the 14th, 2025, and here is a quick look at my 1972 Chrysler Newport. I have mocked it up as a police car because this is exactly what a lot of police departments were using back in the day. It's a factory white, original paint car. White, of course, police departments were using, with a beautiful blue interior, which was also much of what the police departments were using, either this blue.
Number 1. The 1972 Chrysler Newport, listed at $6,999 and located in San Antonio, Texas, is a true old-school survivor, the kind of full-size American cruiser that doesn't just turn heads, it sparks conversations. This is one of those rare classics that hasn't been hacked up, rebuilt beyond recognition, or modernized to death. Instead, it has been garage-kept, cared for, and preserved in a kind of original condition collectors dream about. The 72 Newport comes with 110,000 original miles, powered by a factory big Block 400, and backed by an automatic transmission that makes this massive Mopar float down the highway like a living time capsule, with power steering, power brakes, and this is the part that shocks everyone: cold-blowing air conditioning. This car is fully equipped for long-distance comfort. You don't see many classic land yachts with working AC, let alone one that still blows cold. That alone puts this car in rare company. The seller makes it clear they're an honest, upfront classic car enthusiast, and they're serious about one rule: if you message "is this available?" you're getting no reply. Cash offers? Welcome. Trades? Absolutely not. This Newport is for buyers who appreciate a good conversation, good manners, and good old American steel. The exterior is finished in its original paint, and the seller proudly states the body is super straight and extremely clean. This isn't a patched-up or Bondo-filled cruiser. This is real metal, real character, and real history. The interior is even more impressive and incredibly rare to see in this shape. The original blue fabric upholstery, bright door panels, clean carpets, and a perfect headliner all stand exactly as Chrysler built them. Even the dashboard has zero cracks, something almost unheard of on a 52-year-old Mopar. And yes, the original owner's manual is still right there in the glove box, like a cherry on top of a very nostalgic sundae. As the seller mentions, the car has been lightly staged in the photos to resemble a vintage police cruiser from the early 1970s, and honestly, it fits the look perfectly. These big block Newports were absolutely used as police cars back in the day, known for their durability, their highway speed, and their ability to handle long patrol shifts. Add a set of dog dish hubcaps, a big whip antenna, and a couple of spotlights, and you've got yourself a dead-on vintage cop car replica. But whether you want to lean into the police car styling or keep it a bone stock survivor, this Newport is ready to roll. The seller says it can fly in and drive it home anywhere, and that everything works: lights, wipers, horn, gauges, and yes, even a notoriously unreliable fuel gauge. It runs, drives, and performs exactly the way these big Chryslers were meant to: smooth, quiet, and surprisingly strong. At $6,999, this is a lot of car for the money, a true survivor with originality you simply can't fake. It's clean, it's straight, it's functional, and it's dripping with classic 70s Mopar vibes. For buyers looking for a real, authentic cruiser rather than another over-stored showpiece, this one checks every box. A big block, garage-kept, Cold A/C, original everything 1972 Chrysler Newport. In today's market, they simply don't show up like this anymore. Number 2, the 1971 Ford Torino GT. Listed at $10,000 OBO in Sacramento, California, is a classic fastback with the kind of vintage muscle car presence that still grabs attention the moment it rolls into view. This is a GT sports roof, the sleek, long-nose, wide-stance model that Ford built to compete directly with Mopar and GM muscle in the early 70s. And even today, with its sculpted lines and signature fastback silhouette, it carries all the attitude of Detroit's golden performance era. This Torino shows 82,000 miles, equipped with a 351 Cleveland, one of Ford's most desirable small-block power plants, known for its breathing capability, strong mid-range power, and high RPM potential. It's paired to a C4 3-speed automatic, an extremely dependable transmission that makes this car easy to drive and even easier to live with. It's mostly original, with only a few changes over the years. The paint, hood, intake manifold, and carburetor are not factory, but the important part is that the original intake and carb are included with the sale, giving any future owner the option to bring it fully back to stock if desired. The seller is very clear. They want the car gone, and all reasonable offers will be considered. No trades for projects because, as the seller jokes, my wife will literally kill me, though there's one exception. If someone has a running Chevrolet from 1949 to 1973, the seller is willing to discuss including a 1957 Bel Air project car as part of potential exchange. But for this Torino itself, it's cash only unless you're pairing it with the Bel Air. As far as condition, the car runs and drives, but it does need an exhaust system installed, so it's not fully road ready yet. There's also some rust, specifically on the floor and the driver's side quarter panel, but the seller mentions it simply needs patching, suggesting that the structure is still workable and far from a lost cause. For a 1971 fastback, rust repairs are almost expected, and the aftermarket support for Torino panels is strong enough that restoration is absolutely feasible. What makes this car appealing is a combination of originality, drivability, and rarity. The GT sports roof isn't something you see on every corner. It's one of those models that has grown steadily in desirability as collectors realize how few survive in decent, unmodified condition. And with prices for muscle cars climbing every year, finding a complete, running Torino GT for $10,000 or best offer is becoming harder and harder. This car has the look, the sound, and the bones of a true early 70s street machine. With some rust repair, a proper exhaust, and a bit of cleanup, it could be transformed into an incredible weekend cruiser, a budget-friendly restoration project, or even a period-correct street/strip build. The important bases are already covered. It runs, it moves, the drivetrain is desirable, and the extras to return to stock are included. For someone ready to take on a classic muscle project without stepping into the deep end financially, this 1971 Ford Torino GT sports roof is a compelling, authentic piece of Ford performance history, and at this price, it won't sit for long. Number 3. The 1964 Buick LeSabre convertible, listed at $10,000 and located in Gardner, Kansas. This is an attired old drop top that only looks good in pictures. This is a real daily driver, a car that's still out on the road, proving its reliability and strength every single day. Under the hood sits Buick's 300 cubic inch V8, an engine known for its smooth torque and relaxed power delivery. This one runs especially strong thanks to a long list of fresh upgrades, including a brand new Holley 600 CFM carburetor with an electric choke, giving it crisp throttle response and plenty of extra punch. The fuel pump, coil, points, condenser, spark plugs, plug wires, and vacuum advance are all new as well, meaning the ignition and fuel systems are dialed in and ready for many more miles. The car backs up that strong engine with a 3-speed automatic transmission, and it's easy to maneuver thanks to power steering and power brakes. Features that make a big, vintage convertible like this surprisingly pleasant to drive. As expected from a 60-year-old survivor, there is some rust behind the rear wheels, along with older rust repairs, and a bit of Bondo on the rocker panels. Still, the body presents well, and the paint is in pretty decent shape, more than enough to turn heads at local meets or while cruising around town. Inside, the interior is in great condition overall, with only the carpet showing some wear. The glass is clean, clear, and intact all the way around. One of the biggest highlights is a convertible top, which is said to be like new and operates smoothly with a simple push or pull of a switch, something very few surviving 60s convertibles can still claim today. Open the trunk and you'll find another time capsule detail. The original bias-belted spare tire and the factory jack, still riding along after all these years. But what really sets this LeSabre apart are the quirky, nostalgic accessories that most younger enthusiasts have never even seen. This car comes equipped with a working spotlight and, unbelievably, a functioning wolf whistle, a classic novelty horn from decades past. Both still operate, adding a fun vintage personality that you simply don't find anymore. In fact, the seller mentions he's never seen another one like on the road, or even at shows, making this Buick a standout for anyone wanting something truly unique. The seller invites anyone interested to make an offer, noting that the worst he can say is no. With strong mechanicals, a long list of new parts, a smooth V8, and a top that works perfectly, this 1964 Buick LeSabre convertible is a memorable slice of American automotive history and a rare classic that's still ready to be driven and enjoyed. Number 4. The 1962 Chevrolet Impala, listed for $12,000 and located in Channelview, Texas. With only 76,000 miles on the odometer, this Impala stands as a strong example of early 60s Chevrolet styling, clean, sharp, and unmistakably elegant. This car comes with an automatic transmission and is powered by an original motor, a rare and valuable detail for collectors who appreciate authenticity and factory-correct drivetrains. The seller notes that the car is in good condition, and in the world of vintage Impalas, even good condition goes a long way. These models have become increasingly harder to find in untouched, original form. A major plus for buyers in Texas and beyond is that this Impala includes a blue title, which in Texas signifies a clear, legitimate ownership history. For collectors, that brings peace of mind and adds value to the car overall. While the seller keeps the description short, the details provided speak volumes. A well-preserved original motor means the heart of the car remains as Chevrolet engineered it back in '62, smooth, durable, and capable of delivering that classic full-size cruiser experience that Impalas are known for. And, although the seller phrases part of the listing in Spanish, Condition Buena, Motor Original, Titulo Azul, the message is universal. This Impala is solid, original, and legally clean. Cars from this era often show their age through rust, modifications, or incomplete paperwork. But this one appears to offer a strong foundation for someone wanting either a reliable weekend cruiser or a long-term restoration project. Its timeless body lines, wide stance, and signature Chevrolet chrome trim make it immediately recognizable, even from a distance. For enthusiasts, a 1962 model holds special appeal. This was the year that the Impala cemented itself as a cultural icon, long before the lowrider movement adopted it, and decades before it became a staple of classic American car shows. Whether stock or modified, the '62 Impala carries a presence that few other vehicles can match. The fact that this example has relatively low mileage, original equipment, and a clean title makes it even more desirable in today's market. In short, this is a classic full-size Chevrolet that represents the early '60s at their finest. With a clean history, an original powertrain, and a body style that never goes out of fashion, the 1962 Impala continues to prove why it remains one of the most respected and sought-after American cars of its era. Number 5. The 1971 Chevrolet Monte Carlo LS Coupe 2D, listed for $16,500 in Union City, California, stands as a beautifully preserved example of Chevrolet's early 70s personal luxury performance cars, showing just 31,000 miles and equipped with a smooth automatic transmission and a strong 350 V8 that the seller says runs like new, paired with a perfectly shifting 350 automatic gearbox. The exterior has been repainted in its original factory colors, maintaining the car's authentic look, while the interior remains completely original, from the upholstery to the dash and door panels, giving the cabin a preserved, time capsule quality that is increasingly rare in a car more than 5 decades old. Structurally, the Monte Carlo is described as solid, with very minimal rust, and features a strong trunk and floors, adding confidence for any buyer looking for long-term enjoyment. It's also an A/C equipped model. The system still blows air but needs a recharge to cool properly, and although the original radio no longer works, all other systems and functions operate as they should. On the road, the car is said to run and drive smoothly, the kind of classic you can confidently take anywhere, making it far more than a simple showpiece. It's a true cruiser built for comfort, reliability, and style. The seller is firm on the $16,500 price and notes that the rims shown in pictures will not come with the car. But even without them, this Monte Carlo remains a standout find, a clean, mostly original, and well-maintained classic that blends vintage charm with dependable drivability, perfect for collectors, enthusiasts, or anyone wanting a refined slice of 1970s Chevrolet history wrapped in an iconic long hood, short deck design. Number 6. The 1977 Dodge Aspen, listed at $7,950 and located in Chesapeake, stands out as a remarkably well-preserved survivor from an era when compact American cars were evolving into more comfortable and versatile daily drivers. And this particular example goes far beyond what you would normally expect from a late 70s Dodge sedan. Showing 100,500 miles on the odometer and equipped with an automatic transmission, this Aspen is especially desirable because it is a rare factory 318 V8 AC car, a combination not commonly ordered new, as most Aspens of the time came with 6-cylinder engines and far fewer comfort options. The seller emphasizes that this car retains its original power steering and power brakes, making it an easy and pleasant cruiser both around town and on the highway, and it also features an upgraded AM/FM/CD unit that adds a modern touch without detracting from its classic charm. The mechanical condition appears to be one of its greatest strengths, as the car has just received a substantial list of recent maintenance, including brand new tires, a new battery, new brakes, and a complete tune-up, ensuring that it starts reliably, idles smoothly, and drives confidently. The The fact that it has been freshly serviced makes it a reassuring choice for anyone wanting a vintage vehicle they can immediately enjoy without diving into repairs right away. Inside, the Aspen's interior is in excellent shape, which is increasingly rare for these models, as many were used heavily as family cars or commuter vehicles and were often neglected over the decades. The seats, door panels, dash, and trim pieces all present remarkably well, giving the cabin a clean, authentic vintage feel that transports you straight back to the late 1970s every time you open the door. Even more impressive is the condition of the exterior, which still wears its original paint. A detail that collectors always appreciate because it tells the story of a car that has been cared for rather than abused or repeatedly resprayed. The vinyl top, another period-correct feature that often fails due to sun damage or moisture, is also described as being in great shape, enhancing the car's overall appeal and authenticity. According to the seller, this Aspen runs and drives great and is capable of being driven anywhere, a bold but promising claim that highlights how well the vehicle has been maintained. For someone looking to step into the world of classic Mopars without spending a fortune, this 1977 Aspen offers a compelling blend of originality, reliability, and everyday practicality, making it a car that can be shown at local meets, taken out on weekend cruises, or simply enjoyed as a nostalgic piece of American automotive history. Because it has a kind of clean presentation, solid mechanical foundation, and desirable factory options that many enthusiasts search for, but rarely find in one package. This Aspen truly stands out as an exceptional opportunity for anyone who appreciates vintage Dodge styling wrapped in an accessible, turnkey classic that's ready for many more years of enjoyable driving. Number 7. The 1977 Ford LTD2, priced at $8,950 and located in Chesapeake, stands as a wonderfully preserved example of Ford's late 1970s full-size luxury coupes, offering an impressive blend of comfort, originality, and road-ready reliability that makes it an appealing choice for anyone wanting a classic American cruiser without the hassle of major restoration work. Showing just 73,073 miles on the odometer, remarkably low for a car of its age, this LTD2 is powered by Ford's dependable 300 2V8, paired with an automatic transmission, delivering smooth acceleration, relaxed highway manners, and the effortless driving style that defined Ford's personal luxury vehicles of the era. One of the standout qualities of this example is its well-maintained condition. The seller emphasizes that the car has no rust, which is exceptionally rare for these large 70s Fords, many of which suffer from corrosion after years of daily use. It has also just received servicing, enhancing peace of mind for the next owner, and comes equipped with new tires, ensuring a stable, confident ride whether cruising at city speeds or stretching its legs on a longer trip. Inside, the LTD2's interior is in excellent shape, preserving the plush comfort and soft styling cues that Ford used to distinguish its higher trim coupes. Thick carpeting, well-padded seating, clean dash panels, and intact trim add to the authentic period experience. Everything is enhanced by the presence of cold air conditioning, a feature that not only boosts comfort, but is often hard to find functioning properly on older vehicles, plus the factory-style AM/FM radio, power steering, and power brakes, reinforcing that this car was built for smooth, easy-going driving. Externally, the car presents beautifully with paint that remains in great shape, retaining an eye-catching shine that suggests careful storage and long-term preservation. Even more impressive is condition of the vinyl top, which is described as being in excellent shape, a detail that is typically a weak point on many cars of this era, as vinyl tops often crack, fade, or trap moisture over decades. The fact that this one has survived so well speaks volumes about how gently this LTD2 has lived its life. According to the seller, the car runs and drives great and is capable of being driven anywhere, making it an ideal entry point for someone who wants to enjoy the classic car experience immediately rather than taking on a project. With its clean presentation, reliable mechanicals, smooth ride, and title in hand, this 1977 Ford LTD2 represents a standout find among late 70s personal luxury coupes, an authentic, comfortable, turnkey classic that carries the unmistakable charm of its era and is ready to hit the road with style, presence, and confidence. Number 8. The 1968 Cadillac DeVille convertible, priced at $10,000 and located in Santa Rosa, is a remarkable family-owned classic that carries over 5 decades of history and charm, offering a rare opportunity to own a big-body American luxury convertible that still runs and drives despite its age, and one that has been under the care of a single family since new. Showing an odometer reading of 3,202 miles, which is clearly rolled over. This DeVille is powered by Cadillac's massive 472 cubic inch V8, an engine known for its smoothness, torque, and effortless highway cruising, making this car a true symbol of late 60s Cadillac engineering. Even after years of storage, much of it spent protected inside a barn, the car still runs fine, and is driven occasionally on weekends by the seller, who reports no major mechanical issues beyond standard age-related wear. It remains registered and insured, further proving that it is roadworthy and not merely a static project. The seller has already invested in several major repairs to keep the car functional, including brand new brakes all around, a new radiator, and a new battery, providing crucial updates that many buyers typically expect to handle themselves when taking on a vintage convertible of this era. As a 55-year-old survivor, the Cadillac is being sold as is, and the seller is transparent about the imperfections that come with a car this vintage. There's an oil leak, evidenced by drips under the engine. The convertible top still operates but suffers from significant tears, and the rear glass window is missing, giving the next owner the freedom to choose their preferred replacement color and material. While the dashboard clock is non-functional, a common issue on older Cadillacs, and the interior seats remain intact yet worn and torn from age, the car still carries the unmistakable comfort and presence associated with Cadillac's golden era of large convertibles. Body-wise, the car is overall straight with only minor rust, particularly impressive for a vehicle that predates many modern rust prevention treatments. Given its size, style, heritage, and mechanical honesty, this 1968 DeVille convertible represents a rare find, an iconic, full-size American luxury drop-top that has survived the decades with dignity and remains fully capable of being transformed into a showpiece or simply enjoyed as a nostalgic weekend cruiser. The seller, located in Santa Rosa, is even willing to drive partway to meet a buyer, making this classic even more accessible for anyone ready to take on a piece of timeless Cadillac history. Number 9. The 1978 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme, which is priced at $18,500 and located in Cleveland, Tennessee. This classic coupe is equipped with an automatic transmission and shows 48,000 miles on the speedometer, although the seller also notes that it is possible the mileage has rolled over to 148,000 miles. Power comes from the 260 cubic inch V8 engine, a reliable and smooth-running motor that was popular in Oldsmobile's lineup during the late 1970s. What makes this particular Cutlass Supreme stand out is the remarkable level of originality it has retained. The vehicle still wears its original factory paint. The interior remains original, and even the dashboard has no cracks, which is becoming increasingly rare for vehicles of this age. According to the seller, the car has been very well taken care of, has had only 2 owners, and still includes paperwork from when it was first purchased from the dealership, providing a nice touch of authenticity and history. The seller states that it runs and drives excellently, with smooth performance and no signs of rust anywhere on the body. It is also equipped with dual exhaust, adding to its character and classic V8 sound. The vehicle comes with a clean title in hand, making the buying process straightforward for the next owner. This 1978 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme is a rare opportunity to own a highly original, well-preserved Jeep body classic that continues to be increasingly difficult to find in this level of condition. It captures the style, comfort, and personality of late 1970s American automotive design, offering a true vintage driving experience for collectors or enthusiasts who are ready to appreciate and enjoy it. Number 10. The 1976 Oldsmobile Tornado Brougham, a striking personal luxury coupe listed for $18,500 and located in Long Beach, offering one of the most iconic front-wheel drive powertrains of its era. This particular example shows 48,300 original miles on the odometer and comes equipped with an automatic transmission paired to the legendary 455 cubic inch V8 engine. The final year this powerful motor was offered in the Tornado lineup. The seller shares that the car has recently received $3,000 worth of engine refreshing, bringing it back to strong performance after years of storage. Strong enough, in fact, to spin the front tires effortlessly, a testament to the torque-rich nature of the 455. The Tornado is finished in black, complemented by a red velour interior, creating a bold and classic 1970s luxury aesthetic. The interior is described as being in very good original condition, with the only notable flaw being where on the driver's armrest. One of the key highlights of this model is its impressive list of features, which were advanced for its time: electric seats, electric windows, and power door locks, offering a premium driving experience long before such conveniences became standard in modern cars. The seller notes that the car remains a head-turner, even in its current condition, and that all it truly needs now is a fresh coat of paint to transform it into a show-quality classic. Mechanically, this Tornado Broom is reported to run strong, with a front-wheel drive system enhancing traction, making it excellent for rain and snow. Although, as the seller proudly states, this car has never seen harsh weather, contributing to its solid overall condition. With its low mileage, powerful engine, comfortable luxury interior, and iconic styling, this 1976 Oldsmobile Tornado Broom stands as a rare opportunity for collectors and enthusiasts who appreciate uniquely engineered American classics from the golden era of personal luxury cars. Number 11. The 1968 Chevrolet Impala, a classic full-size cruiser listed for $13,900 and available at the Turkey Rod Run. A perfect setting for a car like this, where enthusiasts flock to find solid vintage metal. This Impala shows 50,000 miles on the odometer and features an automatic transmission, paired with non-original 300 horsepower 327 engine, a desirable small block V8 known for its reliability and smooth power delivery. The seller described the car as solid, finished in black paint, which famously shows everything, meaning even the smallest imperfections are visible. But that also confirms the body's straightness and honesty. The paint does have scratches and chips, and the top appears original, and now needs either replacement or removal if the new owner prefers a cleaner painted look. In terms of condition, the Impala comes equipped with power steering, power brakes, and disc brakes, adding to its drivability, especially valuable for a big car from this era. There are a few cosmetic notes. The car wears an unpainted hood, and there's a small dent on the front grille header panel. These issues make it a great candidate for someone who wants a mostly complete and usable classic that can be personalized over time. The seller is open to offers, but only in person, emphasizing that serious buyers are welcome to inspect the car firsthand, evaluate its condition, and negotiate accordingly. With its solid body, desirable drivetrain, and iconic late 60s Impala styling, this is a promising opportunity for classic car enthusiasts seeking a project that's already well on its way, needing mainly cosmetic finishing touches to bring out its full potential. Number 12. The 1978 Cadillac Eldorado Biarritz, a luxury land yacht listed for $18,995 and currently located in Sacramento, standing as a well-preserved example of late 70s American elegance. Showing 45,015 miles on the odometer and equipped with an automatic transmission, this Eldorado is being offered by its second owner, who purchased it from the original owner in January 2025, making its history unusually clean and traceable for a vehicle of this age. The seller notes that the car runs and drives, and overall condition inside and out is described as good, with photos available for further details. This Biarritz comes with hallmark Cadillac luxury features, including leather interior, power windows, power seats, and the original radio and speakers, all contributing to the plush, premium experience that defined Cadillac's top-tier models of the era. Mechanically, significant recent maintenance has already been completed, giving peace of mind to its next owner. The car passed smog in June 2026. The registration is valid until February 2026, and essential components like the radiator, coolant battery, and engine oil have all been freshly replaced or serviced. For anyone seeking a classic full-size cruiser that blends comfort, presence, and originality, this 78 Eldorado Biarritz offers a compelling package: low mileage, documented ownership, recent mechanical care, and all the luxury touches that make these cars iconic. Interested buyers are encouraged to text the seller with any questions, making this a straightforward and inviting opportunity to bring home a distinguished piece of Cadillac heritage. Number 13. The 1979 Chevrolet Corvette, a beautifully restored classic priced at $19,500 and located in Lake Wales, offering buyers a turnkey C3 that's already undergone hard and expensive work. Showing 45,050 miles and equipped with an automatic transmission, this Corvette comes loaded with desirable factory features, including air conditioning, power windows, power brakes, and power steering, making it not only stylish, but genuinely comfortable and usable. What sets this car apart is its frame-off restoration, a level of refurbishment that goes far beyond cosmetic touch-ups. During the restoration, the frame was powder-coated for long-term durability, and the brake system and suspension components received new brake lines, hoses, and other refreshed parts. A dual-chambered exhaust system was installed as well, giving the car a true deep dual exhaust note, while adding an estimated 20-plus horsepower, enhancing both performance and sound. The exterior features a custom lacquer paint job complemented by the addition of the 1978 Pace car spoiler package and a fiberglass front bumper, giving the Corvette a distinctive, aggressive presence that stands out at any show. Inside, the cabin has been renewed with new seats and carpeting, and every gauge is fully functional, reflecting the thoroughness of the restoration. The seller notes the car drives great, making it ideal for cruising, weekend shows, or even as a fair-weather daily driver for those who want a bit of classic American muscle in their routine. This isn't a project or a fixer-upper. Everything has already been done, making it a rare opportunity for someone who wants a classic Corvette without the hassle of restoration work. The seller is open to offers made in person with cash in hand, ensuring serious buyers get a fair shot at an already well-sorted and eye-catching example of late 70s Corvette excellence. Number 14. The 1976 Chevy El Camino, an affordable entry into the classic car world, listed for just $2,000 and currently located in Hayward, California. Showing 25,050 miles with an automatic transmission, this El Camino is being offered strictly as a project car, and the seller states clearly that it does not run. For enthusiasts looking for a blank canvas to restore, customize, or build into something unique, this platform offers plenty of potential at a low initial cost. As a 1976 model, this El Camino comes from the fourth generation, known for its blend of car-like comfort and truck-like utility, making it a favorite among builders, hot rodders, and anyone wanting a classic that stands out from the typical muscle car crowd. While no additional details about body condition, engine status, or interior components are provided, the straightforward listing suggests it's ideal for someone comfortable assessing a non-running vehicle in person and planning a full restoration or performance build from the ground up. With prices for clean, restored El Camino steadily rising, this $2,000 project could become a rewarding long-term build for the right buyer. Someone ready to put in the time, parts, and labor to bring this vintage hybrid back to life. Whether you're envisioning a period-correct cruiser or a modernized custom with updated power and suspension, this 1976 El Camino provides a solid, budget-friendly starting point for your next automotive project. Number 15. The 1979 Chrysler Cordoba, listed for $5,950 and located in Chesapeake, is a well-preserved late 70s personal luxury classic, showing 60,000 miles on the odometer and equipped with an automatic transmission paired to Chrysler's strong 360 V8. This example comes loaded with many of the premium features that made the Cordoba famous in its day, including air conditioning, cruise control, AM/FM radio, power steering, and power brakes, offering the kind of smooth, quiet, and comfortable ride these cars were known for. The seller notes that the car has been well cared for, with new tires, a new exhaust system, and a set of rare factory Chrysler alloy wheels that are increasingly hard to find and highly sought after by collectors. The interior is in great shape, showing the kind of preserved detail you hope to see on a 1979 model, while the paint remains in good condition, giving the car an impressive overall presentation for its age. The Cordoba runs and drives, making a usable classic right away, and the only mechanical issue mentioned is the need for a water pump housing, a part the seller already has and includes in the trunk, saving the next owner both time and money. As a whole, this Cordoba offers a lot of value. A strong drivetrain, clean cosmetics, rare wheels, solid maintenance, and an easy path to completing the last small repair. At $5,950, it sits in a very appealing price range for anyone wanting to step into the world of vintage American luxury without breaking the bank. The seller is open to offers, making it an even more compelling opportunity for enthusiasts, weekend cruisers, or collectors looking for a classic Mopar with character, comfort, and unmistakable 1970s style.